I love Rent-A-Girlfriend. No, I'm not being facetious. I genuinely love this anime and the manga it's based on. I eagerly await new chapters as they're being translated, I buy the official releases when they come out, and I watch every episode the week it airs. I think a big part of why people hate on this anime so much is because they don't understand what it is. But even those who know what it is are frustrated by the lack of recent developments. Everyone calls it a harem, but it's not a harem. A harem rom-com involves multiple potential love interests all vying for the same person. A Couple of Cuckoos is a harem rom-com. Girlfriend Girlfriend is a harem rom-com. In Black Summoner, there are several women that have a romantic relationship with Kelvin. At least in the novels they do. The entire plot of Harem in a Fantasy World Labyrinth is Michio trying to get himself a harem of hot sex slaves. All four of these are examples of harems. And in all but one of them, the harem is the focus of the series. But just because there's a harem in the series doesn't mean you call it a harem series. For example, in Overlord, Aiz has multiple women all trying to bone him. In Danmachi, there are several women trying to bed Belle. But I wouldn't classify either of these as a harem anime. And just like these two examples, even though there are multiple women interested in Kazuya, Rent-A-Girlfriend isn't a harem. Aiz ul Gon isn't interested in having sexual relationships with his servants, no matter how ready and willing they are. Belle only has eyes for Aiz Wallenstein, so no matter how many women throw themselves at him, he's still loyal to his first love. And Kazuya is in love with Chizuru, but he still finds himself in the middle of a harem. Why is that? My teenager and I were watching Rent-A-Girlfriend a couple weeks ago and started making some comparisons to their life and Kazuya's relationship with Ruka. Quick note on pronouns. My child wants to be known by gender-neutral pronouns and has chosen a name for themselves. So, trying to be supportive parents, we try to use their chosen name and pronouns. You see, my child didn't have a lot of friends in elementary school. We live in a very religious area of the United States and are not members of the local church. And if you're not part of the church, you are ostracized. Additionally, they weren't confident in their appearance, mostly because they needed some dental work. We kept telling them how beautiful they were, but they didn't believe us. After some dental work, their whole life changed. Suddenly, they were more outgoing, more confident, and happier. They knew they were beautiful, and it showed. Shortly after their surge of self-confidence, they had friends. Lots of friends. In fact, they even found themselves a best friend. This friend regularly came to visit. They hung out after school together, they came to all their birthday parties, they went to dances together. Eventually, this friend confessed to my child. But my child turned them down. They weren't interested in this other person romantically. The other person suggested they remain friends, and my child agreed, but I could tell they weren't happy. Eventually, there was a big fight, and they were no longer friends. And the rest of my child's friends are happy with the situation, because this ex-best friend is toxic. This person would use manipulative tactics in order to stay close. Oh, I bought you this present, so you should hang out with me, for example. It can be hard to see that you're in a toxic relationship while you are in it, but it's easy to see that toxic behavior in others, especially after you've left a toxic relationship. And that was what happened when we watched episode 9 of Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 2. Let's give some background information and discuss the situation. Ruka is in a relationship with Kazuya as a trial girlfriend. They're just testing things out, because she's blackmailing him and Chizuru. Ruka has threatened to tell Kazuya's entire family and friend circle that Chizuru is just a rental girlfriend, and not a real one. So to shut her up, Kazuya agrees to date Ruka. In the episode that sparked our conversation and this video idea, Ruka invites herself along to Kazuya's birthday party. Any protest from Kazuya is ignored. Ruka just tags along because she's his girlfriend, so of course she should attend any and all family events. Once she's at the party, she does everything she could think of to win the family over. She serves beer, helps grandma, and compliments mother. She does everything she can think of to wheedle into the good graces of Kazuya's family. Ruka's behavior is not that of a normal girl. She is manipulative, exploitative, and self-serving. Her justification for her behavior is that touching Kazuya has been the only thing in her young life to cause her abnormally low heart rate to speed up. My reaction is, so what? Just because your heart beat faster when you bumped into him does not beholden him unto you. Ruka is a textbook psychopath. She has superficial charm, a puffed-up sense of self-esteem, shallow emotions, uses Kazuya to relieve her boredom, has a history of shady conduct, and lies constantly. Later on in the episode, Chizuru shows up to the party. Ruka, content with the groundwork she's laid down, is suddenly blown away when Chizuru requests to visit the family shrine before she starts drinking. This causes Ruka to freak out. How dare she open with something so amazing? All her work has gone down the drain. She'll never be able to integrate with the family now. The thing is, Chizuru isn't trying to win points. She knows how important family shrines are because she grew up with one. She lost her parents at a young age and her grandfather as a teenager. She's used to paying respects to the family shrine, so this is natural behavior for her. But Ruka can't see that. She, like many psychopaths, assumes other people are just like her. And in Ruka's mind, winning people over to your side is part of life. You gotta earn enough points to be a winner. And so she pulls out all the stops and kisses Kazuya. Forcibly. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm pretty sure that's sexual assault. But Kazuya, as someone with low self-esteem, doesn't know how to handle a psychopath like Ruka. My child was fortunate enough to have friends who saw how toxic their former best friend was and support them in ending the relationship. Kazuya would have that support if he wasn't hiding his relationship with Chizuru. I've heard a lot of complaints recently in the manga community about how Kazuya hasn't grown at all. And to be fair, they're right. He was doing great and had some amazing Chad moments. But when you're being emotionally blackmailed by a psychopath, growth is nigh impossible. Until Kazuya ends his relationship with Ruka, I don't think he can grow at all. Hopefully, that will happen soon. All we can do is wait and see how the story plays out. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons, Jiraiya, Waffles, Muffins, Casey, Danny, Nick, Marcus, Black Dragon, and Phoenix of Ice. You guys are awesome. I post new videos every Monday, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Also, if you're wondering where my Commander content went, I started a new channel a few months ago called Commander by Damon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Damon.